engagement.
Yeah, don't take it seriously. It's kind of like this podcast, it's rage bait.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
I knew
why
that
I'm
going
here.
in. I was like, you're gonna get hate.
Hold on. Let's explore that claim. So, what is rage bait about the podcast?
I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, rage bait.
No, why don't you actually articulate your argument?
Okay, so you feel like there's moments where I think even the girls can agree there's like moments of hostility, and that's like to cause rage bait amongst the viewers. Like your facial expressions, like they tell it all. Anybody who has like eyes can see like, okay, body language, it's telling even when you say nothing.
Like I can make it even more.
Okay, and bro, like
and I will make it even
you
more.
were like sorry. And you also like have done troll answers and then like caught yourself, but you're like
I did one troll answer.
Yeah, but think about the troll answers that you didn't identify.
I mean, that's how you get
to
views,
make
though.
To make it more simple, like why don't you just scream Rachel every time?
I can't really do a 3v1, so let's go over your claims here. Okay, so your claims are what?
Rage bait. That's literally all we're talking about.
Rage bait.
Yeah, Google it.
Articulate it.
It's pretty, like I said, self-explanatory.
No, it's not self-explanatory.
What's the meaning of rage? And then what's the meaning of bait? It's like a test.
Here,
see if
I'll Google it. I'll Google the definition, and you tell me if you agree with the definition.
Okay.
Rage baiting is a manipulative tactic used to get people to react emotionally to content, usually with the goal of increasing engagement and revenue.
Yeah, so like people use rage bait titles, so titles that are kind of like, whoa, and that's more like clickbait. It's pretty similar to what rage bait like encompasses.
But are you saying that you're being sort of tricked into coming on here for rage bait? Or
No, I think she meant the way that the content is marketed.
How the show is.
Like for example, like knowing your audience is like traditional males, you purposely it's like strategy to bring feminists and adult workers and stuff, and that have titles like misandrist, toxic, blah 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 blah. Like
we're talking about
you literally are a misandrist.
Then why do I love my fiance, and in the past my exes I was very
Isn't this the same
serious
argument of like, well, I have one black
but
friend,
I never said
so I can't be racist? Isn't that the exact same argument? I have a black friend, therefore I'm not racist.
I've loved multiple men in the past, like different exes.
So?
Not at the same time, but I don't discriminate against men for being men. Like I wouldn't have even met my fiance if I were someone to just jump to the conclusion, you're a man, you're toxic.
There's too many competing claims here, so let's go back to you. Can you actually articulate how the podcast is rage bait? Because you're saying, well, Brian, you get angry. Well, me being like frustrated or angry by what's going on in the podcast, that might be, you might consider that like me being angry. I don't see what that has to do with a rage bait.
No, I didn't say those moments.
Okay, but you said I make faces.
That's normal. Okay. Body language.
You made faces all night too. Cool. We both made faces. Are you rage baiting?
You could say so.
Okay, I wouldn't say you're rage baiting just because you have a facial expression, but can you actually articulate how I or the podcast rage baits?
Titles of videos. I can't look. I mean, I'm not really.
I mean, if the titles accurately describe the content.
But you're smart enough to know that what you do
is what
allures a certain type of audience that is in your favor.
Oh, well, what type of audience does it allure? Why don't you tell me?
You tell me. I'm not.
No. You made the claim. It's your job to tell me.
I haven't done enough research on.
No, but you made the claim. You cannot. You made the claim. So why don't you tell me?
No, I'm just saying that I feel like there's maybe moments, like I sense that there's moments in the time that like I've seen the girls speak, you speak and interact. I can't give you an example from the top of my head.
No, but you made a claim about the audience. So what is your claim about the audience?
All I said was that like your audience and you know what type of titles or content allures to your audience. Smart business person would do that.
That's not the same as like clickbait though, and sort of being deceptive and manipulative. It's just, so I know what you mean. I've seen titles of shorts that will say, feminist, this, but like that is literally just like a descriptive title that is short and gets attention. It's not going to be very reasonable, rational woman has a calm conversation with Brian, because it just doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just comparing like little clips on TikTok or something to something minuscule, like a clip from here,
I know what you mean, like a little bit like taking the highlight reels because it's engaging, it's exciting for people to watch in 10 seconds versus scrubbing through the podcast and finding the like exciting parts and then having like on the TikTok sometimes like captions or whatever to make it exciting.
But that's
so
not
again, you're going to have to actually explain what's the actual claim here. I'm still a little confused how it's rage baiting.
I didn't say this podcast was rage baiting. I was giving a small comparison of rage bait moments. Like if I put a clip of like 10 seconds on this podcast that will allure somebody, that's kind of, you could pick a moment that will.
Isn't this just common in all forms of entertainment?
Yeah,
like
that's
if there's a
what I'm saying.
highlight
That's
reel,
what I'm trying to make a
if there's a
point of.
highlight reel of a football game, they're not going to make a highlight of all the downtime and all the timeouts.
Yeah.
They're going to show the touchdown. They're going to show some really good tackle. So if there's an exciting, entertaining moment on the podcast,
That's not rage
of
bait.
course
That's different.
that's going to be what gets clipped. But I'm a little confused. Okay, well, I don't think you've really articulated your point, but I mean, I'm open to hearing it out if you want to try.
I don't know. I think maybe it's being taken out of context. I just try to make like a comparison between a small clip maybe that you could put here versus a small clip comparing to another video online. I'm not saying the encompasses of your entire content is that. I'm just giving examples.
And so just to be clear, the entire claim is it's rage bait.
What claim? That
Okay,
this?
I'm just gonna let the TTS come through. Yo guys, TTS is 20 if you want, get it
Nicole
in.
donated $20. Brian, had to give you 20 just for dealing with this panel. Chair one's mental gymnastics to dodge questions is absolutely mind-numbing. Props on your patience, Brian.
Yo, J Nitch, thank you man, appreciate
Ethan
it.
Johnson donated $20. Be careful, lady, to not sneeze so your faces don't slide off. Andrew and Brian keep up God's work by showing the delusion these women live in.
Yo, Ethan, thank you man, appreciate the TTS, thank you so much man.
Reality blown underscore on underscore
bro.
X donated $20.69. These dumb sloths started attacking you the second Andrew left. It wasn't rage bait. It was women who can't fight their own positions because they're illogical.
Oh, I was definitely tilted tonight. Like, I fucked up. I shouldn't have got so tilted, but it is what it is. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So, anyways, maybe we'll talk about it at some point. But
Professionalism.
huh?
Professionalism.
What
So
do
you
mean?
have different. Wait, hold on. You said like there's a lot going on over the scenes, so you got tilted, but it's okay to have this different standard of professionalism that you hold others to.
I'm sorry. What do you mean?
Earlier, you were saying like, oh, some people have different definitions of professionalism, and that's not great for your, whatever your flow, like. That is what you said, right? But you getting tilted, is that beneficial for the show? Like,
No, it's not.
Oh, okay, so you are also working on professionalism. Would you say that?
Yeah, sure. I would certainly agree that being frustrated is unprofessional. But if somebody smacks you in the face and you smack them back and it's on camera, is that professional?
I would never do that at work. I would never.
You wouldn't
Whether
defend
it's
yourself at work?
whether
You'd
it's
let
I'm
somebody
working for
smack
someone
you in the
else
face?
or my company.
Would you let somebody smack you in the face at work?
I wouldn't say come smack me, but if they smack me, I would not.
You wouldn't hit them back?
No.
Okay, well, you and me are different.
Especially if it's on video.
But the
There's
difference
nothing
here,
why?
as a attempt to articulate my point, it's frustrating when you've gone over the rules with people and they continuously defy the rules. They don't listen. Case in point, you were on your phone when Austin over here,
I
who was
was
perfectly
listening.
polite to you,
Yes.
was trying to go over the pre-show information. And when people are on their
Quiz me.
phone, hold on, when people are on their phone, when my staff, my team is going over the pre-show information, they don't know how to conduct themselves on the show because they weren't listening. That's what led to the constant. You probably missed the part where we say one microphone at a time. Don't be interrupting each other. Don't have multiple microphones talking. So yes, as somebody who's tries to be orderly, it's frustrating when the guests on the show do not conduct themselves in an orderly way.
Yeah, maybe
And
you
it
guys-
frustrates me live because we are live. If this was pre-recorded, we would just cut out all the tilt. It would just be the content. But it's live, so yeah, you're going to capture the frustration.
It just happened twice, but objectively, I actually do think you guys could like throw in a rule, like just wait 1 second, like after someone finishes, because a lot of us started talking after a pause.
I mean, there was constant like crosstalk and back and forth, or not back and forth, excuse me, like interruptions, and you guys were talking over each other, even though we tell you like one microphone at a time. And there's a bunch of other stuff too.
Yeah. I mean, since we're going into it, like me waiting downstairs for 13 minutes when arriving on time, I didn't really see that as professional. I've never seen
Was
that
it
in my
13
tech
minutes?
work. You can go back and see.
Yeah, I'll pull it up on the security camera, but
Oh, but maybe censor the account.
I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, it's called staging. So I think that
When you
has,
said please arrive at 4 p.m.
yeah, that has more
and I was there.
Yeah,
and
that
you
has
said
more.
someone will like. Okay, I'm like finishing. Like someone said, send a message and we'll come down and pick you up. Something like that, right? Like I think everyone got that message.
Yeah.
At 4:02,
Yeah,
I was like, huh?
I'll see.
Where? I went to both doors because I thought maybe I was in the
Oh,
wrong
you
place.
went to the wrong door. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went to both doors because I actually misunderstood, because I was like, oh, there's no way they would just leave me on red. I'm here. So I went to the other door. Then I realized, oh, I'm at the wrong door, because I was thinking, hey, maybe they thought turn left at the block. What's that corner store? Not the tacos.
I
The
definitely
pokey.
was 15 minutes late. I definitely went to the wrong door too, and I did read the directions and everything, which is how
Yeah.
I discovered I was at the wrong door.
Yeah, I
But,
checked both.
I mean, I
because,
drove away from LA too, and I
Oh,
had
I
to do
drove
a
from
lot
SF.
before I even got here. So
Yeah, I drove from
But it doesn't make any
took time
excuses.
off my startups.
yeah, it doesn't make any
Yeah.
excuses, but
We're-
we made
I
it.
came from
I'm just
London
saying-
and I was on time.
Yeah, I'm just saying
Well, the
professionalism.
flight,
Maybe
you gotta
everyone
make the
can
flight,
work.
so you're definitely not gonna be late.
Yeah, I'm just saying maybe everyone can work on professionalism, and it's not just the guests.
Bro,
So,
that's
okay,
all
hold
I
on, no,
drive
no, no.
from LA
So,
too.
hold
You're
on.
acting
Yeah.
like you
Wait, hold on. So you're 100% wrong. You are 100% wrong, and this is slander and a false accusation. I have security camera footage with timestamps. At 4:08, you enter that door. So that means, and my staff. So at 4:08, you guys came through our door in the studio.
Yeah.
So it was not 4:13. And that means that for my staff to have done security check on 4 people, I can see what time they went down to get you guys.
What time was that?
You guys went down at like 4:03 or something. So you would have made contact with her at 4:00. Sorry that we were 4 minutes. Fucking pathetic, bro.
You said 4
4:13.
p.m., so it's actually 8 minutes. That's just generally how professionalism works when you say
What are you
time
talking
beater.
about? My staff was down there within 5 minutes. And it's called staging.
Next time, tell people 4:08 maybe we'll be late. That's all I'm saying. Like
4:08?
professionalism. Maybe
What the fuck are you
4
talking
p.m.
about?
Maybe we'll
Why
be
are
a few
you
minutes
guys
late.
saying
Why are you
naughty
being so
words?
defensive? You're attacking
Because
us for
you lied.
professionalism.
Because you lied.
Because
it
I
was
was
not
lost.
4:13. No, it was not 4. I have a timestamp that I'd be happy to show you. You guys walked through
So-
that door into the studio at 4:08.
Yeah, so does it make a difference between 4:02 me messaging and 4:08 us coming on, like into
My
the
staff
room?
was down there
That's
within
6 minutes.
3 minutes.
Wait,
The me time
because
is
they had to take 3 minutes to check the message. Then they took 3 minutes to go downstairs. Look, I'm
Are you
like,
really you're actually arsled
you're seriously
for
spending
arguing.
so much time.
You're actually arsled for being butthurt because you had to wait for 4 minutes.
I've actually never encountered that with professionals, so
You've
I
never
just
had
wanted
to wait 4 minutes? Fucking unbelievable.
I think